Hello and how are you? My name is Mahindo Mbarak, and in today's video I'm going to train you how you can manage your WordPress website. So by the end of this video you'll be able to to manage your own WordPress website, whereby you can add content and understand different terminologies that are used in WordPress or the entire WordPress website. So with that simple introduction, let's go straight into practicals. So this is our simple WordPress website, and one thing that you should know, that it's not necessary that all WordPress websites should look like, but all what matters is the architecture of the WordPress website, or the fact that a certain website was made in WordPress. So this is my simple WordPress website. Yours might be looking differently. For example, this is how this one looks like. I have another website like this one, eugenius24.info. It is looking a little bit different compared to the other. Can you believe that this one's also a WordPress website, and as well as this one's also a WordPress website? So WordPress websites may look differently, may look different. The one that I'm going to use to elaborate this topic or this session may look slightly different from yours, but the fact that it is a WordPress website, the procedures or the process flow of managing WordPress website, they are completely the same. So don't mind about how a certain WordPress website looks like. All what matters is it a WordPress website? That's what matters most. As long as it is a WordPress website, then you can manage it by the end of this lecture. So let's go ahead and start seeing how, or start learning how you can manage WordPress website. So this is a WordPress website, the one that you're going to use for learning purposes, and you can see I have only one post at the home page here. So in the very beginning place, I would like to explain I would like to tell you that a WordPress website will mainly have two sides: the side of the public, or what the visitors of the website will see, and the side of the administrator, what you, the administrator, the owner of the website, will see. So the administrator will be able to manage or manipulate or change the data that are inside the WordPress website. But the visitor, or the one who lands on the website, the website user, for them, they'll just consume the data. They will just read, or they'll just see the content in the website. So we have understood that there are two kinds of sides of the website. There is the administrator's side, and there are two sides of the website. There is administrator's side and the public users side. So since we are the owners of the website, and we are the one who are going to manage the website, so it comes to a point to the point that how can we tell the website that we are the owners of it and want to manage it? Then there we come to a question of of logging in. So when you land on your own website, at first place it will treat you like you're just a public user. Why? Because you've not identified yourself that you're the owner, or you're the administrator of that particular WordPress website. So I'm going to log in. So to identify yourself that you're owner of that website, what you'll have to do is to log in. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to log in into this WordPress website. So you should be able to tell that I am the owner of it, or I'm the manager who is going to manage it, or to change the content to it. So that is the first step that you'll need to do in case you want to manage a WordPress website. You have to tell it that, hey, I'm the one who is going to manage this website, and allow me to to proceed into you. So to do that, you go through the process of logging in. So to log in into your WordPress website, for any WordPress website, you just simply come to this link, where the link is. You enter the link of your website. I believe at this point you know what's meant by the link, or the URL of your website. So you enter the URL of your website. For example, the URL of my website is learn.eugenius24.info. Okay, so I'm going to add a stroke. You add the / like this. I hope you can see my screen. You add a / and you add these following words: WP then dash, and admin. So for any WordPress website, as long as you add those two words, as how they are there, that word, once you add those ones, they will know that you want to do what? You want to log in. So it doesn't matter how the WordPress site looks like, as long as you add those words. So I'll go ahead and press enter, so that I should be able to be shown the login page. So once you enter that one and you're able to access this one, that means that you have successfully landed on your own WordPress website, and you want to do what? To log in. So here you have to provide the information that your website creator provided you, so that you should be able to do what? To log in and proceed into the website. So here I am. I'm going to enter the information, which is admin, and then after I'll enter the password. So my password, I've already entered it, and it is secret, so I'll not show it. So if it is my computer and I want to be remembered, I'll click on remember, so that it should be remembered all the time. So I'll go ahead and click on login. So if you provide correct information, you'll be proceeded into the administrator's dashboard. Otherwise, if you provide false information or false username or false password, then you'll not be able to do what? To proceed into the WordPress website. So now, once you see such an interface or such a thing on your screen, then it will mean that you have successfully logged in as an administrator of that particular WordPress website. So if we now have the two sides that we were talking about. The first side, you see the side of the administrator here. You can see we're going to come and explore different things that we can have here, and then the other side is the public side. So if you want to switch back to the public side, you just simply come and click here where there is this car, small house, or this home icon, and then click on visit side. So if you click there, you'll see you'll be taken back to the administrator side. I mean to the public side of the website. Again, if you click back and click on the word dashboard, you'll be taken back to the administrator side. So by doing like that, you can toggle between the public side and the administrator side or the dashboard. Now, I'd like you to notice that even though we are exploring the public side, there is something that has changed slightly to our website once we logged in, and that's this toolbar, the one that you see here on top. Okay, so this toolbar, it shows you that hey, you're now logged in as administrators. That's what it does, and then it has important shortcuts that can help you to manage the site. For example, you see we have here the search icon, you have here your photo, and then you can edit your profile in case you want to change anything in your profile, changing your password. You can change it from here, or changing your name, or changing the photo that will appear on your account. You can simply click on edit, and then everything will be straightforward for you to change. You can as well log out in case you're done with managing the site and you don't want to keep your information on the site. You can as well log out as administrator. So this icon will only appear, or this feature will only appear once you are logged in as administrator successfully. Then we have a new shortcut, and if you move your mouse over this new shortcut, it will bring you some important things that you may need to do. For example, creating a new post, adding a new media, adding a page, as well as adding a new user. Then you have edit the site. This is a little bit technical and you may not need to touch it. Okay, so you may leave that one. Then you have comments. So here we'll be counting the number of comments that in case there is a comment on a certain post, they'll be coming here. Then here we have already seen it. It will help us to tog us to the dashboard as well as the public site. So that's all about this toolbar. It helps you to do what? To perform some administrative actions once you're logged in. So we're going to go ahead and go to the dashboard or the administrator side, and we explore different things that are on the side of the administrator. So I'll come there and click on dashboard. Okay, so once I click on dashboard, we're going to look at now at different things of the administrator side. So we'll have the home. So this administrator's dashboard home, this one will help us to manage the home of the website. Okay, I mean, it will show us the website at a glance. Okay, the website at a glance. And then we'll have the post. Okay, so this post is where we're going to have all the posts that you're going to manage in the website. So post, these are the content that we'll be adding in our website. For example, we have a news or a communication that we want to announce. We'll be coming here in the section of post, and we create a post. In fact, the main part that we're going to look at is the post, because it is where we manage the content of the entire entire website. So we'll come back here to the post, and then we explore much more about the post. Then we have the media. So here in the media section, it is where we can manage the photos and videos and the files in our website. Then we have the pages. So here in pages, it's where you can manage the static page, like the contact us page, the home page, the about us page, things that are static that don't change every time. We can manage them here under pages. But if you're just a manager of the WordPress website, this place is also technical. You may not need to play with these pages. All what you need to play with is the post section. So pages, unless you have technical knowledge, that's when you can touch these pages. Then we have comments. We'll be managing them from here. So in case there is a comment on our post, we can receive and manage these comments from here. Then we'll have appearance. Appearance is also a little bit technical, where we'll look at themes. So if you're just a WordPress manager, you may not need to touch again anything on appearance. Plugins is also a little bit technical. And then users, if you're WordPress administrator and you want to add users, this way you can add multiple users or team members. Just simply click on users, and then we'll see how you can add users. For now, we're just exploring. Then tools, they are also a bit technical, so you may not need to search them. And also the settings of the website, they are also technical. So remember, right now we are focusing on how to manage the site, not how to modify the site or to edit the site or to do the technical parts. No, for us, our concentration is to manage the site. So something that I have said is technical, and I said don't touch, leave it the way it is. Otherwise, if you touch, you may end up breaking the site, and you may need again a technician to come and do it and put things together. Okay, so sorry for that, I was taking water. So after that, don't touch settings. You may not need to, but you may touch your profile. You can change your profile, and change your username and the rest. So let us begin by looking at users. So here in the users, in case you want to add more team on or the team of managers on your site, let us assume that you work as 6 people on the same site, and you want to add each person to have ability to log into this site. You just simply come here to add to users, and then click on add new. So when you click on add new, you can enter this person's email, so what they will use to log in, and then you give them the name and the last name, and then you leave this space of website if they don't have a personal website. You can change their password, and then you say these people to act as as editors. Editors, it means that they will not look at technical things. Their task will be just to create content on the website. So you can add them as a user editors role. You can ask them as as editors on the website. So that's how you can manage to add users, and then you can provide to them their emails or their username and their password, and they can also proceed and log in and see what is relevant to them. So let us come now to posts. That's where we're going to spend almost the whole day. So here, posts, it means that the content that you're going to add in the website. So if you come to our website, let me open this website in a new tab here. You can see we're having this hello world. So this hello world, it means that it's a post that is already in our site. So your site might be looking better than mine, but literally they will perform almost the same thing. So you see, what I have here as hello world is also what I have here as hello world. So if I want to change this one, for example, I want to change now from hello world, I can say maybe hello Uganda. Okay, so if I want to do like that, I'll just simply come and click on edit, and then I can say this pop-up can come for the very first time, and then I can say hello Uganda, and then I update. You see, update. We're going to come and look at details of this. Don't mind about. So if I come and refresh, you can see it has changed to hello Uganda. So what does it mean? It means that now we are able to do what? To edit and change something in our WordPress website, which is so great. Okay, so now let us go back to the pages. To the posts. Now it means that we are able to modify the content in our existing website. Now, how do we now add the content, or how do we add posts in our website? Before we add the post, let us first look at a few things such as categories. So our website will be categorized. Our posts will be in form of different categories. Most of the time, these categories are defined at the very first time. So everything that is posted is posted under specific categories that is already structured. But in case you want to define more where necessary, you can go ahead and do so. But most of the time, these categories are just defined once by technicians, and then when you post this post will come under those particular categories. So for example, here I can have category for news. So I can go ahead and add that news category, and I submit it. So you see, I have a news category. So it means that when I'll be creating a post, I'll be given an option to add that particular post under news. Okay, so maybe I can have a category of events. Okay, so I have the category events. Then lastly, maybe you can have category of announcements. Okay, so now we have those categories. So if you go to a particular website and go to the section of category, you'll see categories that the technicians defined for you. Okay, you may not need to change them if not necessary, but if you want to and you feel like there is a need to add a certain category, you may go ahead and add one, okay, or even modify one, no problem. So once you have these categories, okay, so it means that I can go ahead and now create posts and add them in these particular categories. So now let's see how we can add a post. So to add a post, you just simply come here to all posts and click on add new. Another way of how you can add a post, there is a shortcut, remember, that we looked at by moving your mouse under news and then click on under new and then click on on post. You can be able to do to add a new post. So those are the two ways of how you can add a new post, by simply coming under new and then click on on post, or by simply coming under all posts and then click on add new. So by doing like that, you can go ahead and you can be able to do to create a new post. So before you create a new post, of course, you must have already prepared the content that you're going to post in the site. You cannot come from nowhere and then say that I want to create a post before you prepare what you're going to write about. So the first thing that you have to do, you have to prepare the content that you're going to write, and then come and do and create it. So this is how the page of creating a new post will look like. We'll have a place where you can put the title, and that is where our focus is brought straight when you start creating a new post, and that's something that you create at first before you do anything. Okay, you begin by doing by creating a post. So my first post is going to be how to create a WordPress post. So assume that is my title. So likewise to you, it will be maybe a certain communication, a certain news, a certain thing that you want to do what to appear in the site. So that particular title, you'll go ahead and do what and put it here. Okay, so that's what you begin with. Put here capital letter. Okay, so you put there your relevant title. Don't write exactly mine, but you can put your own. So after writing the title, now there are some things that you have to do before you do what? Before you proceed to create your content. And let us look at those things that you have to do. You'll have to come to this side, and then you're going to look at different things. The first thing, there is this icon of setting. This icon of setting, you can use it to expand and collapse this sidebar that you're seeing here. Okay, you can expand, you can collapse, you can expand, you can collapse. So this sidebar is separated into two main things. The first thing is a post. Two tabs. The first tab is a post, and the second tab is a what? Is a block. The post tab is the information about the whole post that we are having here, and then the block tab, when you proceed, you will see what is meant by block. But a block tab will be about a particular block that will be inside a what? Inside our post. So before you do anything, you're going to come here straight to the post tab and make sure that we set a few things, and then after setting those few things, then you can go ahead and start creating our post. So this is the title of the post. I've already done it. So let us look at what is inside the post tab. The first thing that is there is the visibility. So the visibility by default is public. So what do you mean by public? It means that when we click on publish, this post will straight go to our website. But there are other ways of how you can do it. It will go to public, but there are other different types of visibility. Other visibility have private. Private means that only people who are logged in, they are the one who will be able to access this post. And if you put it protected, it means that you'll have to protect this particular post with a password. So you'll have to set here a password, meaning that when someone wants to read this post, they must provide the password that you set on this particular post. So it will not be available to the website unless someone has a link and then they provide the password. Then you can go ahead and do what? And read this particular post. But you find that most content that you create on the website, we don't need to keep it private or to keep it protected by password. Most of the content we need to do to keep it as public. But assume that it's just an internal communication, you may keep it as private, meaning that all the people who are logged in are the one who will be able to see it. So let us keep this one public. Then you have the publish. So this publish, by default is immediately. So immediately means that when I click on the publish button, this post will go straight to the public side of the website. So anyone who visits the website will be able to see it. And if you click on immediately, you'll see some other possible things that you can do. So there are possibilities of backdating a post. Assume that you're creating this post today on 7th, but you would like this post to appear as if it was produced some days ago, maybe in May. So to do that, you can backdate this post by simply clicking here, and then you select the month that you want this post to be appeared, and then select and select the date. So by doing like that, you see I've selected March, so this post will appear as if it was published on March 7th. You can change this date from here. Okay, you can say March 9th, and maybe you can even say the time. Maybe it was published at 12 a.m. So you can backdate. Well, that's what I'm trying to say. You can backdate the post, meaning that when you publish, this post will appear as if it was published on that day. So another way, you can also schedule the post. Scheduling the post means that you say this post to appear on the website in future. For example, you have 6 posts and you want to upload them all of them once, but you don't want them to appear in the same time on the website. So what do? You schedule them. You may say that one should appear tomorrow, and another one should appear after 2 days, and another one should appear after maybe 3 days. So what you do, you create them once, but you schedule them. Okay, so to schedule means you set this post to appear in the website in future. So it will not appear in the website until that time comes. So for example, I can say this post, I want it to appear on August 1st. Can you see? I can say I want it to appear on August 1st, like this. So if I do like this, it means that this post is not going to be available to the website until August 1st. So that's what you mean by scheduling a what? Scheduling a post. So let me keep it simple. I want it just to be posted immediately. So if you want to reset everything, just simply click here, and then you see the word reset will be here. So reset, it will put it back to immediately. So as soon as I publish this post, it's going to go straight to the what? To the public, and that's what you always do. So you may not need to play with these ones. The default ones are already okay, unless otherwise. So you have those ones. So if you want to keep this pending for review, this post, for example, you want the administrator to first look into it before it proceeds, you can keep it here. So it means that only the administrator is the one who will do what? Will review it first before it is proceeds to the public. So if you're administrator, you have ability to assign this post to anyone. Maybe you can say a certain user account, the one that published this post, and then these user accounts will be listed here under the author section. But because there is only one user account, then you see there is only one author account. There's a button of moving this post to trash in case you've lost the morale of writing the post and you don't want to proceed with it. You can go ahead and do what? And delete it by clicking this move to trash. Then this post will be just kept in trash. Oh, did I just click on move to trash? Oh my god, I just clicked on move to trash. Okay, no problem, you can access it from there. So it is still in draft, so I'll go back to this post. It is still in draft, so it is still okay. So you can as well move to trash. I had clicked on move to trash by accident. So after doing that, let us proceed to another tab. Then you have a template. Leave it as default, so you may not need to play also with template. Template just on how the post should look like, so leave it as default. So permalink, this is going to be the name of the post. So you just delete the whatever word is there, and then you leave WordPress to create a link for your post. So whatever word is there, you can delete it, and then when you click in space, WordPress will create for you the relevant post, the relevant link. So you can see my link is beautiful. It is just like my what? My title. So that's what meant by what? By slug or permalink. You can expand it and collapse it. So permalink, you may also need to play it with it. You may not need. Okay. So we have also categories. Now here in categories, it is where, remember we discussed about categories. Now here it is where you can specialize where a post should be under. So if it is a news event, it is news, whether or event or anything, you can put them in what? In particular category that you want it to be under. So maybe I want to put it under news or under announcement. Okay, so it can even be in more than one category. Okay, a post can be even in more than one category. For example, I can put it in both categories or in all categories. So let me keep it simple. I'll keep it in announcement categories, for example. So I mean that this post will be found under announcement categories. So after setting the category, the next thing that you'll set is the tags. So here you can write a few things that you think someone may search about this post. So for example, I hope someone may search about WordPress in order to see this post. So you write something that you think people will put in Google search to search this particular post. How to create WordPress post. So you write a few words, okay? WordPress post as you press enter. So these you're trying to predict like what should someone search in order to land on this what? On this post. So you may write a few group of words or words and add them as what? As tags. So if someone searches those words on Google search or on this particular website, they will have ability to do what? Or land on this website, on this post. Then you have the featured image. The featured image is the image that you want to appear on what? On top of this website. I mean as on top of this particular post. So you should have an existing image either from your camera or from a mobile phone that is relevant to this post. So I'm going to download some image somewhere. Can come and click here and download an image. Okay. I want to see relevant. Okay, let me say this is going to be my featured image. So let me go and download it. I'll download it, but for you can have your image from what? From your computer. You may not need to download it. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to drag and drop this image here. Okay, drag and drop it here. But in case you don't have ability to drag and drop it, you can as well click on select featured image, and then you click on select image. So if this image is already in your media, you can go ahead and select it. But if in case this image is not in a media, you can go ahead and select it from your files by clicking there, and then you navigate to where this image is, and then you select it. For example, let me say I want to put that one. I select that one and I upload it. So this image will be uploaded into my my media. I can use it now or I can reuse it. Okay. So let me, you see, when I select like that, set featured image, and that image will be added there. I can replace it. Let me replace it with this one, which is relevant to create a post. So that is my featured image. Featured image is the image that is going to appear to represent that particular post. Then you have expert. Expert is a few description about this posts. I can say simple steps. I can say easy steps of creating a WordPress post. So likewise to the topic that you're writing about, you should write some description there. So what I'm trying to say, you shouldn't do exactly what I'm doing, but you should do something that is related to what I'm doing. So these are the steps, but don't go ahead and create a specific post like this one. Okay. So according to what your WordPress does, your website does, go ahead and do a relevant post on your website. But me, I'm just showing you how you can do all these things with a WordPress website. Discussions. So if you want to allow comments or you want to disallow comments, you can enable here. So if I don't want comments on this post, I can disable it from here. But if I want people to be able to comment, I can check this too. Then people will be able to comment. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and publish this post. So it is now in public. So if I go here, this post is there. But you can see this post, we have not put any content, but at least we have set it, and we have set all the basics, the title and its image, and the post at least can be in public. So after setting those things, but before, you can as well keep it as draft. You see, you can close here and keep it as draft. So keeping it as draft, it means that it will not go in public until you publish it. Okay. So let's go ahead and now start learning how to put content into our website, into our post. So after setting the title, after setting these actions on the sidebar, so the next thing that we'll have to do is now to add the content into your WordPress website. So since I already have since I'm just doing for practicing, I will just use regular random content, so that I should make sure that I cover almost everything that you may need to know about the post. So you click here, type or choose a block here. So that's where you will be able to do what? To type your content from. Okay. So here it is where you'll type the content. So you just simply start typing. Okay. Start writing from here. Say this is my first paragraph. So if you have paragraphs to write, If you have paragraphs to write, you can start writing them here and proceed like that. So if I copy this, you see, it means that now you're able to do what? Create content. When you press enter, it means that you're starting another paragraph. Okay, so that's how you create paragraphs. I can select all. You can even copy it from another source and then you paste, and you see. So the main point here is that's how we do what? That's how you create a paragraph. So before we proceed, now let us first look at what is meant by a block. So everything in WordPress post is in form of a block, okay? So and each block will have things that you can perform to it specifically. So if I click here, it means that I've selected or I've clicked on this particular block, and you will notice here that our tab has been shifted from post to what? To block. So if I click here, I'll also see there's another block. So in case I want to say the post, I can come back to post here. But if I want to do some actions about this particular block, I just simply click there and click on the block tab. So when I click on the block tab, I'll see possible actions that I can do on this on this block. Can you see? So if I click on the block, so let us look at the possible action that I can do. I can change the text color of this block by simply clicking on this and then click on the text color that I want. I can be able to change the text color. I can change the background of this particular block, the background color. You see, I can do something like this. So if this was another block, I can click on it and then I can see all possible things that I can do about this particular block. I can change the text color, of course, again. Maybe make it yellow, and the background make it maybe black. See, I can do something like that. Can you see? So it means that everything is separated in form of what? In form of blocks. And when you click on a particular block, you see the possible things that you can do on that particular block on this side. For example, you want to have to change the typography or the styling, you can do it from here. For example, changing the style, the size, maybe you want to make them look a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, a little bit normal, medium. See? So you can play with style from there. You can change the color if you know how to write the HTML. So you can write here your simple CSS class here. So those are the possible things that you can do about a particular block of a paragraph. So this is a block of a paragraph, but you have different types of blocks that you can do with WordPress. So let me proceed. So you have seen what you have understood what meant by a post. Post means the entire thing that you're posting, and what is meant by a block. A block means a particular thing that you're pointing at, or a particular paragraph or a particular element inside a post. So after doing that on a paragraph, there are other few things that you may need to do. You can bold. You see, you can bold. You can put a certain thing in italics after selecting it. You can as well add a link on a certain thing. So assume that I want to add a link on this paragraph. What do? You just simply click on this link, and then you can be able to do what? To type something here and attach it to a link. So maybe let's say I want to add an external link. Let me say here how to create a WordPress post. You can come here. Maybe there is an existing link here. Maybe I want to post this link in my website. So to do that, I can just simply come and copy this link. So whatever link it is, it can be a Zoom link, it can be anything. So I can copy that link, and then to add it in my website, I just simply select the text that I want to be clickable, and then I click on this link icon, and then I paste the link. So if this link is external, I want when someone clicks on it, it should take him to the new tab. I can switch this one here. But if it is an internal link, you may not need to switch one. You may not need to switch this icon. So I'll press this enter. So you can see this item is now clickable, or it is a what? It is a link where someone can click on it. Okay? So that's how we create a WordPress A WordPress link. So there are other few things that you can do on a text by just simply clicking here. You can highlight the text. You can put a shortcut. You can create a superscript and subscript. Let us say that maybe you want to put maybe a square here and select it, put like this, and put superscript. Can you see it is now having a power 2 thing? Okay, so that's the thing that you can do on a paragraphs. So there are more things that you can do by just simply pressing enter. We have what we call headings. Okay, so if you click on this plus, you see different things that you can do. Okay, or you can as well click on this plus here, this plus. So you click on this plus, you'll also see different things that you can do. Most of things are straightforward. For example, we have looked at everything that you may need to do about a paragraph. Then you have what we call headings. So in case you want to create heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, up to heading 6, that's where you'll come. Simply click on the plus and then click on this heading. Then you can have a heading. So here, you can have the title and subtitle of another thing. For example, I can say here introduction. So I can come here on top. I can as well drag this post. For example, I can say introduction, and then I just move this one on top. You see, I can move it this block on top. You see, introduction is there. So I can as well move my mouse here. For example, I want to put my block between these two blocks. I can as well click on this plus and then I click on heading, so I can be able to put here. So I can say maybe part 1, something like that. So you can put here your heading 1 or your title 1, okay, of your part of your document. Okay, so if this heading has a subheading, can as well click there plus and then click a heading, and then you can change this heading size maybe to heading 2 or to heading 3 or to heading 4, and the maximum, the least one, is heading 6. Okay, so maybe we can say part 1.1, something like so. It means that this part 1.1 is a subsection of this part 1. This one is heading 2, this one is heading 3. You can see from here. So this one is less than this one. You can as well create another heading here by just simply clicking on this plus and then click on heading. Again, you can have maybe another heading. Okay, maybe part 2. So part 2 is going to be also heading what? Heading 2, because it is of the same level as parts. So by doing like that, it means that you're able to create different headings and play with them, right? Did I copy something? I'm pasting a wrong thing. Okay, you can as well delete something that you don't want. Okay, so that's how we create headings. So we have heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, yeah, up to heading what? Up to heading 6. So heading 1 is already taken by the title, so you may not need to do what? To use it. And it will be hidden from you by WordPress itself. So now after doing headings, let us look at other blocks that we may need to do. So to create a new block, click on this plus, you'll see other possible blocks. You see another block called list. So here in the list, you can have, for example, a list of what? Of fruits. You can put mangoes. I'm just trying to do something that is random because I don't want to waste the time. You can put mangoes. You can put maybe avocados. Okay, I don't know what this is spelling. Avocados. You can put maybe on oranges. Okay, so something like this. So that's how we create a what? That's how I create a list. So in case you want to include a list in your post, you just simply come, click on the plus here. So if you want to stop the list, just stop clicking and then you'll be able to stop the list. Wait. Okay, just click on a plus block, then it will leave the list away. So that's how you create a list. So in case you want to add a list, you just simply come there, plus, and then browse all. You see all of them here, and then you see a list here. So that's how you create a list. So in case you want to quote someone, you just simply click on this quote, and adding a quote there is straightforward. You just need to play with it at the first time and see how things look like. So have how to create a table. Assume that you want to create a table of three columns and maybe 4 rows. You just simply do like that, and then go ahead and do that. So with a table, you can have more settings that you can do there. For example, you can duplicate this table, and you can set this table to be either inline or not inline. Okay, you can select the table type here. So you can maybe make it to be kind of having strips, or you can have to be just a normal table, a default table. Okay, so you can insert a new rows before or after, as well as columns. So you can put here some title, maybe serial number, and then you have here the name, and then you have here maybe the age, for example. So when you click on this table, block, you'll also see other things that you can possibly do about this particular table block. So you know that every block will have its own possible features that you can do in it. For example, table you can change to stripes, so you can change it to, you can say maybe should have the fixed width or should have some dynamic width. You can have a header section or not, you see. So you can play with it. Should have footer or not. It should be of a certain color or it should not have any background color. You can change the size. You can change the size of different widths. You can change the style of the borders. You can change the color of borders, you see. So all these things are possible things that you can play with a table, but don't make it a little bit again too much playful and end up losing meaning. So you can set whether you should have fixed width or not. For example, you can have your SN1, and you can put here Mahindo Barak, and we can put 27, something like that. So you can make it section or not. You can have fixed width or not, you see. So that's how we do what? That's how you create a what? You create table. Okay, you create a table, and then possible things that you can play with the table, they are here. So that's how you create a table, and that's how you play with it. You can just click on it, and then you'll see the possible. Maybe you want to have bolded lines. You can even add some caption. So let us look at another block that you may want to put. So you have blocks of media. So blocks of media, among them we have the images. In case you want to add an image, just simply click on image, and then you just say upload. So if you want to get this image from computer, you click on upload, so you'll be able to select from your computer. If you want to, if it's already on your library or on internet or on your storage, just simply click on media library, then they'll bring you the images that you already put there. So you see, I can add there some image. Okay, so once you do that, there are other things that you can do. Simply clicking on plus and then click on browse. So you see, you can create a group of images. That's what we call a gallery. You can add a file such as an audio. You can add a file such as a PDF where someone can download, and you can add even a media with text. So another important thing that we're going to end with, you can add what we call a video. So if you add a video, you can as well update it, or you can get this video from what? From the link. So that's how you can add what? A video. So let us look at another thing. So you can upload a video from that point. So let's see how we can add a YouTube video. Okay, let me first remove this because I don't want to have video. A video can be heavy, you know. So better put a video in YouTube and bring it here. So let us see how we can embed a YouTube video. So to add a YouTube video, you just scroll down under embeds, you'll see a YouTube video. So you click there, then you'll come to YouTube. Okay, come to YouTube, and then search a video, for example, that you want to add there. So it should be a relevant video. For example, this is my video. So I click there and then I copy this. Okay, so after copy it, I'm going to now embed it inside my website. So I'll go back to the tab and then I paste there the link and then click on the word embed. So I click on embed, you see my video will be embedded there. So it means that someone can watch a video, YouTube video within my within my my post. So that's how we create a post. So you can come and play with these other remaining fields by just simply click on this plus, and then you look at other things such as creating a space separator, adding a calendar in your post, but only do what is required, because some other things may not be useful. How to upload a PDF file, all that, you can try it. Okay, just simply come under file and click on upload, and then try to see if you can upload a PDF file. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and update my post and then click on view. So I click on view. You should just simply come, okay, if I come just back to my website, I click on the website, I'll be able to see my post here. You can see the title is there and the post is there. So when I click on it, I can see the details of of my post. So this is how the public will see my will see my post. So what if you want to edit this post? So there are two ways. You can first browse to this particular post, and you see the word edit will come here. So you just click on that edit. You can be able to edit from that post. Another way, you can simply come to the dashboard and then click on posts, all posts, and then you'll be able to see the post that you are creating. So by there, you can be able to do what? To edit a particular post. In case you want to delete, the move to trash button is here, or you just simply come to all the posts that you have, and then you'll see an icon of trash. So that icon of trash will be able to remove that post from public and keep it in trash. So the trash icon, once you have something in trash, it will be there. For example, let me delete this hello world post. You'll see you have something in trash here, and if in case you want to remove it permanently from trash, just click delete permanently, then it will be removed from from trash. Okay, so right now we have one post in public and another post in trash. So that's how you edit a post. So now, how do you share a post on Twitter? So to share a post on Twitter, browse to that particular post. For example, it is here, then click on it, then you see a page or a single post for that post. Then you come here on top and copy the link of that post, and then you go to a social media like Twitter, and then you come and paste that post there. Okay, paste it here, and then you can write something. Someone can say learn. You can begin by writing, then you create a post. You can begin by creating a post, then you write, for example, learn how to create a WordPress post. Okay, and then you click on tweet. So by doing like that, people who follow you on Twitter, they can be able to see the post that you've done, that you've posted in your website. But I don't want to post this because it's not true, so I'll leave it there. But that's how we tweet a post that you created. So that's it. So today we have learned we have explored the WordPress website. We have explored how to log in. We have explored how to create a post. We have explored how to publish a post and how to share a post on Twitter. And I've looked how to embed videos in a post, how to create tables, how to create lists. So I've got the whole picture of how the main picture, or the basic picture of how we can manage our WordPress content using WordPress posts. I've looked at categories and everything. So don't just watch the video, watch the video and practice. By practicing, you can understand everything practically without thinking that you know it, yet you don't really know. So for today, we'll stop from there, and maybe we will meet in the next class or in the other lecture if there will be a need to. And thank you for watching up to this point. Goodbye.